think you'll really want to keep your eyes out for this run as well as your ears. It's now time for Astro's Playroom with Xeilius. Take it away.
Right. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. So, today we have Astro's Playroom. This game is a pretty simple game. For the most part, it has very simple mechanics and controls, but we will be doing some different tricks to help save as much time as possible. Most of the tricks that will be used in this, they're just kind of small time saves, but they just accumulate over time. They will save you a ton of time in the entire run. And there are some other tricks that I will try to pull off, but they have a low chance of happening. But if I hit them, they're incredibly stylish. And I think that's about all I really have to say about it. Most of everything else will be pretty straightforward, and my two commentators will kind of help explain why I'm doing some of the tricks that I am doing. And with that, I will pass it on to them.
Please go first, sir.
All right. I'm one of the commentators. My name is MotoNickelz, and this is my other commentator, LeKcEy.
Hello, everyone. We're going to be doing some commentating on Astro's Playroom here, and hopefully intrigue folks to the game. It's been definitely an interesting one to speedrun.
All right, with that, I think we're about ready to just go ahead and get started. So let's start the run with 3, 2, 1, go.
So in the beginning here, the game goes through a great demo of the PlayStation 5 controller and a lot of the cool haptic changes they've made and new button functionalities. So you'll see him kind of testing each aspect of those new additions to give you an intro to the controller as well as the game and how it's going to play into it.
So right now, it's just pretty straightforward. Just get through the demo as fast as you can.
Yeah, and one thing you may have noticed, I've muted my microphone. The reason I do this is there are other sections in the game where you have to blow into this pinwheel fan looking thing. And if you mute your microphone, it will automatically do it for you. But for some reason in the controller demo, you have to actually blow into the microphone for that one. It doesn't let you mute the microphone and skip that.
And I assure for everyone's ears, it's also a benefit that he muted it to go by it there.
Yeah.
So what really appealed to me about this game is I think we've talked about it, how similar to a Mario style feel it is for the PlayStation, and bringing that aspect of platformer to the PlayStation, which has been a great success in my opinion.
I just really hope this game can spawn a big franchise.
Oh, me too. I love it.
Just like the Mario series.
Team Asobi did amazing work with this. You know, we've talked about how it's a demo for the PS5, but it's also a love letter to every other PlayStation console, which you'll probably see if you're watching the backgrounds and the characters who show up throughout these levels.
Absolutely, it's a complete Easter egg of a game that just kicks in everyone's nostalgia, whether they had PlayStation 1, 2, 3, or 4. It kind of gives you all memories of wherever you fall into the timeline.
Absolutely. Plus, it has a lot of beautiful landscapes and environments.
So what Xeilius is doing here is he's jumping into each level, and what this is going to allow him to do is later on when he completes the level, now that he's gone into each level, he'll be able to use the PlayStation Live tiles to a little bit more quickly pivot between levels instead of waiting for the longer loading screens. So it's one of the small strategies you kind of brought to attention earlier that adds up across the what was this run when it first started? We were like a 31-minute run, and Now we got it down to 23. So that skip he just landed there, hopping off of the Caterpillar's back. That one has been deemed the Caterpillar skip. It is one of the more tough ones to hit, just with the angles and precise timing that has to be pinpointed to hit it. But
And the skip
no
he did.
pressure here. He just whizzed right through it.
And the skip he did right now was called the Indiana Jones skip. He just walked through that entire big O barrel.
The monkey section is kind of my personal favorite. This was the first section that I got really good at.
This is the first suit he's coming across. So this definitely starts to show a lot of the features of the controller and what it can do with the vibrations and how it feels as you, with the haptic buttons, it catches how hard you press the R2 to grab down. So you can hold it tighter and you almost feel and grip the rock a little bit more, as where if you hold it lighter, it's just a gentle grab and go. Distance covered. Some of you are gonna go back and play this through now, and you're gonna go through these paths and you're like, holy cow, how did he make some of these jumps that just skip by what would be 20, 30 seconds of just getting through the level normally. So here he purposely killed all of the enemies. The reason being is the little step back he tried there is this is one of the 2 mini bosses through the game. And in recent weeks they've developed a boss skip to where when shooting that little dynamite, there's a way to fall back and shoot up with the platform to initially skip this whole scene is the goal.
It saves about like 30 seconds. And it'll probably most definitely give you a world record.
Yeah, it will definitely give you a good shot at it. It's extremely difficult to pull off, but incredibly stylish if you can pull it off.
Super big jumps there. Those are ones that if you were to miss that platform, that can be a more timely costing fall. One section down.
Love to see it, but hate to hear the GPU jungle song go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, please go on Spotify, and you have the whole Astro Playroom soundtrack is loaded on there now, so you can enjoy it even when not enjoying Astro Playroom. That was definitely my favorite of the songs as well.
We have time for some donations between levels here.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of time as well.
Okay, awesome. We've got $20 from Silent Persona, who says, Astro's Playroom was such an amazing experience and is honestly one of the best games you can play on a PS5. Can't wait to see this amazing run. You're gonna crush it, Xeilius. Thank you so much, Silent Persona.
Thank you. Yeah, so something else you'll notice I'm doing, whenever I pull these wires, I do a jump. For most of the wire pulls you do in this game, if you perform a jump as Astro is sliding on the ground, it will cancel that animation, so that way you can get back up sooner. Like that. And this wire we're going to pull backwards to save just a little bit more time.
Beneficial to pull in the direction that you fall.
And you're gonna see him run through circles right now. That's him maintaining a full speed, which will let him do all these little speedrun tactics.
Beautiful rocket skip there.
Yeah. if we never discovered the benefit of full speed, we'd probably not have a few tactics to do, since we used to do this thing called a double hover, and it was just attacking right after you fall off a ledge, and you can hover twice and then only once.
Another great suit level being the jetpack here. You'll notice he's always keeping the jets on. It's you always have to treat it like a NASCAR race, where anytime your foot isn't on the gas, you're slowing down. And so you always want to strategically try to hit the corners and make it where you're using either one jetpack or both, but always having one going. That was like the first big Astro strat that he just did there. The minigun skip. A little clean up there. Those guys can be nagging.
Someone who really put in a lot of time with the speed run mode, which this game has, early on, and it almost convinced me to get into speed running. I'm still planning on it someday, but yeah, I was waiting to see about the double hover and some of those early techniques, and just to hear and see how they've been supplanted is really amazing to watch.
So double hover is still on the speedrunning side of the game. They have just patched it out of the main gameplay.
Ah, I see.
There were records in the speedrunning that without the double hover would be pretty much untouchable.
Especially the mountain run.
Yeah. So this is the second mini boss here. So just using another platform. Can't even describe it here. He just blew through this guy so fast.
Yeah, the trick to destroying that boss very quickly is you want to bait out the bullet shots that the metal enemies shoot at you. And you want to put them in spots that you're not going to need to be. And then, of course, you want to bait the boss's laser attack also to the side as well. And that'll help you get more on top of him whenever you need to light the final fuse.
Here we are in the beautiful Memory Meadow. This one's really important with keeping a speed boost around these corners, because there are a few strategic jumps that come insanely easier with speed. That beauty there.
That's a spectacle.
Yeah, it is very possible to get that jump on the slide without actual sprinting, but it is very, very difficult. So if you can get the sprint, you definitely will want to have it for that jump.
Section's important there. You want to have those two little worms drop in separate sections. When they hit the ground, they cause an electric shock around them, so you can't have them too close together when they fall. But he was able to one cycle that by taking advantage of what he brought up earlier with the rope pulls, where he jumps up immediately after, allowing for a lot quicker recovery and ability to get over to the second worm before he goes into attack mode again. The old roller ball.
Oh, yes.
Some may call it the most famous suit, some may call it the most hated.
You know, me, I call it Marble Madness.
Oh,
That's a good name.
Shoutouts to the Marble with the screaming robot inside.
Yeah, in case
he's probably
no one
having
ever
a
played
ball.
this game. Oh yeah, he's having a ball. Oh, that was great. But
Oh
yeah,
wait, did
with
I
this
just
one,
do
you
a
have to
pun?
use the touchpad.
You're going to see him take advantage a lot in this this area here of running in circles or running in place to keep the speed boost. Because there's, as in any video game, there's a time frame limit and count to where he needs to get to certain points at a certain time, and the only way to do that is to keep that boost through a section like this. So it may seem as though he's super excited to get to the next part, but this is strategic.
Yeah, this full speed is really required for that skip you just did right now.
That was awesome.
If you
Yeah,
wasn't
that
able
one
to do,
never gets easy.
it's just really, really bad if you just don't have the main speed.
No, if you lose it anywhere throughout it, it pretty much crushes the dreams of that last under TV jump, and having it all be one flow, you end up having to wait a cycle at that point.
Yeah, and if you can't get the earlier cycle, you lose pretty close to about 5 seconds. So keeping that top speed going throughout that entire stage is very, very important. So if you don't have it, you more than likely won't make the early TV cycle. So we're going to do this skip a little differently. The card to go into the last world I need is not here. So I'm going to go back within the same world to get a fast loading time. And then I'm going to use the map to get to the last world that I need to complete.
Hey, look, it's everybody's one of everybody's favorite places, Cooling Spring.
Hangout spots. Yeah. It's where all the cool kids hang out.
Eye candy.
I think we got time to read about 3 more donations in this section. It's pretty straightforward.
You got it. We Go Giant sends in $50 and says, "Hello, my name is Astro. I meant Astro. My name is Astro. Welcome to your PlayStation 5. I can't wait to meet you when you're lucky enough to get one. Until then, I hope you enjoy this GDQ run." We've also got $25 from Miriam, who says, "Xeilius' style rocks, but ultimately I just need the FE3H run to pick the best house, because more Edelgard Petra is more fun. And who can forget Ferdinand von Eger?" And an anonymous $25 donation who says, "Have to donate for Astro's Playroom and its awesome soundtrack. Keep up the great work and good luck to the runners." Thank you all.
Soundtrack is like half of why people are here.
Oh, it's got a great soundtrack.
It really does.
I'd buy it on a CD.
It's like a
Get it on
imagine
CD,
30 years from
get
now.
it on vinyl.
Get it on vinyl. Yeah, vinyl. Friends come over, throw the old Astro Playroom on the vinyl.
GP.
Oh, yeah. We can all talk about the good times.
That would be great.
Hey, why wait? They put new soundtracks on vinyl. For all I know, there already is one from Data Discs or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So touching the snow here slows down. So as you can see, he was using the ice blocks to keep premier speed and very minimal touches as soon as he is on the snow. But and he makes these leaps of faith there to cover insane amounts of ground.
Outstanding.
yeah, just a little something I want to touch up on the frog suit. It lets you know that you can use both the triggers. I would recommend that if you're going to do this, only use one trigger. Just pick whichever one that you like. The reason I say that is I used to alternate between the triggers, and the frog would stay on the ground sometimes because it thinks I haven't released one of them yet. So I just found it a little easier just to use one, personally myself.
Being a 2-trigger user, I can attest that I get stuck on the ground a lot more than he does. Definitely want to watch out for those spikes going through there. I've never been a big fan of the hoppers reset. I feel like when you resurrect, he almost does like a wiggle to brag that he's back, and it just eats up more time.
And that's PlayStation 3.
And we're going to skip one last cutscene. We're going to go back to the CPU Plaza, which will open the gateway to the final boss. And from there on forward, again, is pretty straightforward as to what's going on. So I think we have about 1.5 minutes to read some donations.
All right, we can do that. We've got $50 from DLR Venom, who says, "This week has gone by way too fast. Thank you to all the GDQ staff and support for putting together a great event that helps an amazing cause. Let's keep the donations coming and have a strong finish." Well, DLR Venom, you are doing a job of helping us get there. And just to let you know, I did hear that we are almost on PB pace for the marathon. Thank you so much, everyone watching, chatting, listening, and participating in this wonderful event. Let's keep it up, everyone. People like Halscan, who sends in $500 and says, "GDQ fan here and bar trivia host by night. Been running online trivia during the pandemic where the winner chooses a charity of their choice. Yesterday was the last edition, and the winners, Verndogs, Jones, and Tour de France Giraffe, are also huge GDQ fans. We are proud to send the winnings pool to Doctors Without Borders. Thanks, GDQ, for the good work every event, and good luck to all the runners." Time for a little more?
We got time for one more.
Okay. Putrid Being sends in $250 and says, "Watched GDQ for years and never donated. Figured I would fix that." Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
So here is part 1 of 2 on the final boss.
Oh, look, it's the PS1 demo T-Rex, and oh my goodness, what is he doing?
He's causing trouble.
Yeah.
Astro's going to teach him a lesson.
And if you look at the graphics of like the ground and the enemies, you'll notice they're also in a PS1 aspect as well. They have more of a low-fi graphics to them.
Don't forget the discs, because the discs are also PS1 discs.
Right. There is phase 1. So now we move on to the second phase, which is called the 4K T-Rex. And I will be doing some very dangerous strategies in this one, but they will save time.
T-Rex can't keep up with you.
Yeah, something a little fun. I don't know if everyone will be able to see it, especially if you're on mobile, but if you look at the raindrops on the ground, you'll notice that they're actually making the shapes of the PlayStation face buttons. And you can also see this in the Memory Meadows world as well.
The reason why he jumped off the platform right there is so he can skip the dinosaur bites.
This is one of the sections of the game where there is a randomness to the enemies and how they come out or how he spits them out. So you definitely want to hope for a good RNG and those enemies being close to you so they get to you quicker. So he's already down one eye. He still wants to fight. So Xeilius here is going to take care of that second eye, and the indication of finishing the 80% run is as soon as that tongue pops back to the T-Rex, that is defeat.
GG's. Well done.
It's a great run.
Absolutely great.
Thank you. Oh man. I can't say I was never nervous the whole time. Oh. So yeah, we've just got a whole credit section here. I say the time's already over, but I mean, we got some time to read some donations. You know, I say let's go for it.
Yeah.
Gladly. We can have a little fun with that while you're having fun over there. Professor Shinobi sends in $25 with a haiku. Haiku speedrun go! First, we skip to the last line, and that's the run, folks. Donation goes to support Bonus Game 5, My Finale. Stay hydrated, stay tuned, and stay gold, everyone. Victor Prime sends in $50 with the comment, who needs sleep when speedruns fuel me? No bonus incentive unmet. Let's get my finished. Love you, Twitch chat. And Grumpy Pants supports Doctors Without Borders with $50, saying, love GDQ, excited to see Astro's Playroom. So many PlayStation references in this game. You know, I don't think we quite got to all of them, but I hope you wet your whistle on everything we did. A few more?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and read a few more.
Okay. Dragon's Jinx sends in a $50 donation, which sounds like it's also going to our My incentive. They say, anything to make this marathon longer is a great thing in my book. Can't wait to see more speedruns the rest of this week. And Might Sprite sends in $50 and says, GDQs are my favorite times of year. Good luck to all the runners, and shout out to all the staff and volunteers that make these events what they are. Thank you so much, Might Sprite.
Yeah, there's nothing in particular. Okay, sure thing. Right, thanks everyone. Have fun.
Thank you all.
Thank you again, Xeilius. I have been dancing in my seat that whole run. I love that soundtrack. I love that game. I look forward to the day when each and every one of you who wants one is able to get your hands on a PS5 and experience Astro's Playroom. It is so much fun. Let's give some shout outs and some thanks to people who are also having fun and sending in donations to help MSF. Verxel sends in $10 and says, good morning, GDQ. Hyped for another day of amazing runs. Thank you, Verxel. Excalibur890 sends in $20 and says, this has been really fun to tune in on throughout the week. Big ups to all the runners, organizers, and donors. Yes, absolutely big ups to you, Excalibur, and to everyone watching and donating. Xenon sends in $25 and says, donating for a great event for a great cause. Let's get some My later tonight. And Rainfox sends in $5 saying, hey, GDQ folks, I'm so happy I could pop into the stream to watch and see all these amazing speedrunners. While I missed the Castlevania block, I'm happy to experience Astro's Playroom and that bomb music. Keep up the great work, everyone. Thank you, Rain. We'll do our best to do so for you. While we are setting up for the next run, I just want to remind you what we're all here for, and that SGDQ 2021 Online is raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders, also known as MSF or Médecins Sans Frontières, is an international medical humanitarian aid organization that works in over 70 countries around the world, providing life-saving medical humanitarian care and speaking out about what they see in those areas. Their work aids people based solely on need, irrespective of race, religion, gender, or political affiliation. MSF relies mainly on the generosity of individual donors, with over 90% of MSF's income coming from private donors giving small amounts. To give you an example, that $5 donation that I read is enough to purchase an MUAC band, the mid-upper arm circumference band, which is a simple yet effective diagnostic tool for assessing malnutrition and helping people the world over. SGDQ 2021 Online is also brought to you by Fangamer, a video game merch company that you may have heard of before, but they have new SGDQ merchandise available now, including event badges, limited edition pins, water bottles, joggers, and much more. 100% of the profits from SGDQ merch sales supports MSF. Check it out at fangamer.com/GDQ. I'm getting word that it's time. It's time for a trip to the prize dimension with Mr. Game and Shout. Take it away.
Thank you, ateatree. I didn't realize we had upgraded to an entire dimension. This place is bigger than it looks. Hey, everybody. You are watching Summer Games Done Quick 2021 Online. I am Mr. Game and Shout. Happy to be here with you. And I want to take a little bit of time and talk to you about some of the awesome prizes that we have available for you to win right now. Now, the prizes that I'm going to be talking about now, primarily, they are only available until the end of Factorio. So you've still got a little bit of time to get donations in, but please make sure that you are getting those donations in. You do not want your chance to miss some of this stuff, and I've got some really great stuff to show you. Now, normally, I have sort of a plan and sort of a flow and a way I want to go through these, but I thought I would give the producers a little bit of chance to, you know, maybe do their thing. So I went back and I told one of the producers, hey, you pick a couple of prizes you want to know about first, and I'm gonna dance to your tune. So I'm gonna ask right now for my friend back in the production booth, you know what we've got. What would you like to know about first? So I will not know until I see it here. Okay, these are a lot of fun. That's a good choice. These are from our friend Rachel Curry. $15 minimum donation will get you entered to win these absolutely adorable Among Us amigurumi. Now, I don't know whether to tell you that I have 4 of these or whether it's better to say that I have 2 and 2 halves of these. These are handmade. They are actually incredibly soft. I'm not entirely sure what this material is, but it's fantastic. $15 minimum donation gets you entered to win these. As I just realized that I did not put my watch on mute. Okay, so there's that. What else? Give me one more. Give me one more. What else you want to know about? Got a lot of great options here. The blanket. Okay, another great choice. $10 minimum donation gets you entered to win this, courtesy of our friend Peach Tea. This beautiful Ocarina of Time felt blanket. Now, this is about, I think it's about 5 feet by 4 feet, give or take. It is felt front. There is some like bed sheet material on the back. It has quilt batting inside. This is very comfortable and is going to be very warm. So this is going to be absolutely perfect for just snuggling up and, you know, playing some video games when the weather gets cold. It's going to be great. $10 minimum donation gets you to win that. All right. Few other things I've got to show you. A couple of items from our friend Wolf Shadow. First up, for $5, we have a set of classic Mega Man iron-on patches. And of course, where do you keep your iron-on patches? Under your iron. So we've got these 2 patches here. We've got an E-Tank and we've got Dr. Wily's symbol. Iron them on whatever you like. $5 minimum donation gets you entered to win both of these. Also, from Wolf Shadow, we have some Mega Man pendants. I've got a set of 3 here. We have the emblem of the Maverick Hunters. I'm going to try and get this to where, okay, I'm going to bring the other one out there. We have the emblem of Sigma. Try and get that. And we have Dr. Wiley. Really lovely. $5 minimum donation. Get you entered to win those. Thank you so much, Wolf Shadow. For a $10 minimum donation, you could get entered to win this set of Final Fantasy VI melody prints. Now, there was something really cool about these I didn't notice until just now, and I want to share it with you. So we've got this set of 3 prints, the Final Fantasy VI melody prints, from our friend Seymour, $10 minimum donation. We have Terra, we have Locke, and we have Kefka. And I noticed the background was, this, what looked to be some kind of sheet music. What I didn't know until I was looking at the description and looking more closely is that the sheet music is actually the music for the character's theme. So if you can get a shot at that, you notice up here on the top bars, this is actually Terra's theme back here behind Terra. That is brilliant. I did not notice that, and just having the character's picture and then a representation of their theme, but in a visual medium, mini mind-blowing moment, and I absolutely love it. That's such a brilliant idea. So thank you again, Seymour. $10 minimum donation, get you entered to win these. A couple of prizes that I don't have here to show. We have from our friends at Folding Pixels. For $20 minimum donation, you can get entered to win a Mega Man 2 diorama. We had one of these at previous events. It's a little cube. It's about 4-inch cube with a paper cutout diorama of a level from Mega Man 2. The detail is incredible. It looks absolutely amazing. $20 minimum donation gets you in to win that. You can find more information about that and see pictures of it up on the website, gamesdonequick.com. There's a link to prizes up here in the top left that you can check out. So definitely head over there to get more information about that. Another thing I don't have here in the studio to show you from our friends at GT Omega, we have a GT Omega Element racing chair. $25 minimum donation gets you entered to win that. I was talking with Sent earlier. He actually has one of these chairs. He's had it for years, and it's held up pretty well. So again, head to the website to check that out, see more information. $25 minimum donation gets you entered to win that. Now, because it is a new day, we have new daily prizes. And today, we have 2 of them. We were going to have 1. Now we've got 2. There's a bit of a story. I'll walk you through it. Both of these are available for a $50 minimum donation, $50 single donation. They opened up with Heads Run, and they are available all the way through the end of Mega Man X2. First off, from Mav Made, $50 minimum donation, gets you entered to win this wearable Samus helmet. This thing is amazing. I'm not going to try it on right now, but it even fits on my head. I'm not totally sure of the construction. It's plastic. There's some metal elements here. You can see through the visor. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Comes with a really cool stand with Samus's logo on it. $50 minimum donation. Get you entered to win this. Thank you so much, MavMade, for sending that in. Also available, the other daily prize for a $50 minimum donation. We have this hand-drawn peach. This was sent to us by LeKcEy, and thank you so much for sending that in. Now, when we had originally gotten this, we'd seen it on the tracker, we'd seen some pictures online, and we're like, okay, yeah, that looks really cool. And then we actually got it in and looked at it. And not only did it come in this beautiful frame, but the detail in this is simply incredible. This is all hand-drawn. I believe it is colored pencil. And getting in on this, I'm going to try and bring it a little closer to the camera to see if they can get a better notion here. The detail work in this is simply incredible. From the little flecks of blue in Peach's bodice, the little bits of gloss that you can see like on her lips, what they have done with the color work here, with positive and negative space, really making this absolutely gorgeous. We were blown away by it, and we looked at it and said, this needs to be another daily prize, and now it is. $50 minimum donation gets you entered to win this. I love this one. This is really cool. We also still have available, and are available for the rest of the marathon, our 2 grand prizes. We have 2 of them this event. They are a $250 donation to get entered to win, but it is a $250 cumulative donation. So all of the donations that you make throughout the week add together. If that total is $250 or greater, then you are automatically entered to win both of our grand prizes. First off, from our friends at Heroic Replicas, you have your choice of a custom replica. There's a full list of options available on the website, gamesdonequick.com. There are 18 different things to choose from, a bunch of stuff from Legend of Zelda, a couple of items from Fire Emblem. We have the sword from Thundercats, the Sword of Omen. We have He-Man's Sword of Power. We have a Zora guitar or Zora bass, your choice of instrument, your choice of color. Head over to the website, check out the options. Definitely something you don't want to miss. Also available for a $250 cumulative donation, you can get entered to win this custom Skytech Gaming Mark IX PC from our friends at Skytech Gaming. This thing, I cannot tell you enough, is a beast. 5800X processor, 3070 Ti graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. I've actually got to get in and take a look around in it. It is really well put together. The case is fantastic. I'm still gushing about this, and I'm still hoping to talk to you about this a little bit more before the end of the marathon. $250 cumulative donation gets you entered to win this. All right, a couple other things I want to talk to you about. As I've said, you can find more details about all of these prizes on our website, gamesdonequick.com. While you're there, also make sure you're checking out the incentives that we currently have open. We're still trying to get the My Finale showcase added to the marathon. I'm really hoping that we get the Catgirl Madeline incentive met for the Celeste run that's coming up a little bit later. So check out those incentives. You can put your donation towards making any of those happen. So make sure you're checking those out when you're sending that donation in. Also a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you have a sub that you can give away. And if you give us that sub, you get a bunch of emotes. You get access to our channel chat, and you support the charity. GDQ is donating all of the money, all of the funds that we receive this month from subs and bits, minus taxes. We are taking that revenue and sending it to Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like an easy way to help support the charity, and you've got Prime Gaming and you haven't used that sub yet, definitely keep us in mind. One last thing I want to talk about before I'm done here for the day. This is my 7th event volunteering with Games Done Quick in one form or another. And I've been very fortunate to get a lot of opportunities to be seen or heard more frequently as part of the event. But we have an amazing team of volunteers without whom GDQ would not happen. And there are a bunch of volunteers that you never see, you never hear from, but they're absolutely integral to making this event work. And I wanted to take a second and call out and thank some of those teams. We've got our social media team, who is helping to keep things going out on Twitter, on Instagram, and keeping you all engaged and entertained there. We have our chat mods, who are absolutely incredible and working to help make sure that our channel is still a wholesome place to be and a great place to come and hang out. We've got our donations team that is vetting every single donation that comes in before they make their way up to the host to get read. We have our stream checkers. Every runner, every commentator, every host that is coming in, we have to check to make sure that they look good. We've got to get everything mixed together, and those stream checkers are part of our last line of defense to make sure everything is running smoothly. I wanted to say thank you all so much. I wanted to encourage everybody watching, everybody in chat, take a second to thank all of these volunteers. Again, you don't see them, you don't hear from them, but we would not be here without them. This event would not work without them, and I am always incredibly proud to be a part of their team. Thank you again, everyone. We are going to go ahead and hand you back over to the host. I have been Mr. Game and Shout. Thank you all so much. We'll see you later. It's duct taped to my. Hold on. No, wait. Don't do that yet. It is, my keys are duct taped to the charger, okay? I've only done it 3 times. I'm not doing it again. I fixed the problem. Just go. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Kyle Thomas. I'm here because I heard some Factorios were about to be Oreo'd. That's right. I am here. I am excited this Friday morning for me, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Hello. So good to be back. This is going to be my final hosting shift for you. And speaking of final hosting shifts, my good friend, ateatree, didn't get a chance to sign off. He wanted to make sure to say goodbye. He loves all of you and to be good to each other and yourselves. Teacher, you've been so wonderful this week. Everybody in chat, give T a little bit of love. He's a good man, and we love him. I am checking and I am looking at these donations. We're already at 1.07 million. What? This is fantastic. What a wonderful thing this has been. This is just going so well. Let me check out some incentives we got. Y'all already met the Black Mesa no clip. We're working on the Celeste custom maps. That's currently at 17.8 thousand out of 49,000. We can get that. Catgirl Madeline, you got to see it. Celeste is just bananas, and we got to see as much of it as we can. We were also working on that 5th bonus game, the My finale, currently at 20 out of 120. Y'all can do it. I know you can. And also a big thanks to Shauna for the prize segment. You drove some people, you worked them into a fervor over some of these prizes. We've got an anonymous $50 donation that says, Final Fantasy VI sheet music art? Yes, please. And Tomasu gave $50, says, I want to be Samus. I want to be Samus. Well done to all the runners. You've brightened my week. And also, I want to be Samus. Tomasu, that $50 gets you there. Good luck. I believe. You might have noticed a little bit of change in the timeline. We swapped around Factorio and timeline in the schedule. So we've got Factorio coming up here in just a little bit, and then timeline after that. So if you're here for timeline, stick around. If you don't know what Factorio is, you are about to see some efficiency on a level you could never, ever predict. It's going to be fantastic. And then right after that, we've got timeline, Black Mesa, Half-Life opposing force, and then that Celeste custom maps. It is a stacked schedule right now. We got a whole bunch more donations. Modest Villain gives $50 and says, fact, Oreo. Now, sometimes people get confused here that we're talking about some kind of factual cookie product. But no, we're talking about Factorio, a game that when I bought, I blinked and 17 hours had passed. That is not a joke. Zanny gives $500 and says the factory must grow. The factory must grow. It is true. It will be growing. And that factory will be growing in just a little bit. The growth of that factory is brought to you by Super Meat Boy Forever. Super Meat Boy Forever is finally out. We literally created over 5,000 levels for this game. It's too many levels. We should have done like 2,500. You can learn some more at www.supermeatboy.com. 5,000 levels. That is just, I could barely beat 5 levels of the original Super Meat Boy. So anybody who can beat those 5,000s, congratulations to you. I'm getting whispers in my ear that it is time for the Factorio speedrun. I am excited. I practically bet